If you are a radiographer that's trained outside of the UK and you want to work in the NHS, the game has changed literally. The Health and Care Professions Council recently updated their international application process, and honestly, the stakes are higher than they used to be. It used to be that if you missed a document, they might email you to ask for it. Now, if you have significant gaps, you risk being sent straight to a test of competence or having your application refused outright. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Ibrahim and I've helped over 1,000 people with their NHS applications. We're going to split this video into three parts. First, I'm going to explain the preparation phase and the specific modality checks that you need to do. Second, we're going to go into the documentation. We're going to break down the new mapping document requirement that is tripping so many people up. And finally, we're going to cover the submission and fees, including the price hike that unfortunately did happen recently. The first thing that you need to consider is diagnostic versus therapeutic radiography. So the UK splits the register into diagnostic, which is obviously the normal X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound, versus therapeutic, which is radiotherapy. So what you need to do is to apply for the one that matches your training. You can't apply for both just in case you get rejected from the other without having separate qualifications. They will check everything and you are just going to waste your money. So make sure you're applying for the right track. The standards of proficiency can be downloaded. There's separate ones for diagnostic radiography, separate ones for therapeutic radiography, and they map out really what the expectations of the HCPC are when it comes to radiographers in either lane. But none of this really matters if when you start applying to jobs and you don't have a strong application. But don't worry, I've just released the NHS Jobs Fast Track Guide. It's a resource which is worth £49, but now it's free. And it's got the tips and tricks that I've used to help over 1,000 candidates like you in the job market. Click on the link in the pinned comment to get it today. So as of late 2025, the Standards of Proficiency Mapping Document is now mandatory. You must map every standard to specific evidence, either through employer reference or through your syllabus that you've covered at university. And you can't leave it blank. You can't leave it generic. Otherwise, your application is going to be rejected. You're going to waste your money. So some of the documentation that can help is, certified degree copies, course information, and employer references. And you must then certify everything. Anything that's certified, you must say that I certify that this is a true copy of the original document. So make sure that you've got everything in order before you're submitting your application. Quick pause before we continue. I want to show you a brand new tool I built that will seriously make your NHS job search faster, easier, and way less stressful. Let me show you how you can apply for an NHS job and prepare for the interview in under 60 seconds. First, I complete my profile so the tool understands exactly who I am. Now let's apply to an NHS job together. I search for a role, choose this one and copy the person specification and job description. I then paste this into the generator and just like that, there it is. A fully tailored, personalized, role-specific supporting information section created automatically. Now I'm going to prep for the interview. I generate intelligent interview questions using the Smart Assistant, type in my answers and instantly receive feedback on how to improve them. After that, I revise using flashcards. I simply paste in the job description and the tool generates custom flashcards so I can start practicing straight away. Finally, I add the job to my tracker to keep everything organized. A process that normally takes hours, now done in minutes. If you want access, email info@healthhireuk.com to get started. So once you've completed the HCPC process, so you've submitted all the forms, you've done all the mapping process, any documents you've provided, certified copies, degree certificates, ID, you then need to make sure that you've completed the English test, which is the OET alongside the IELTS. Both are accepted. The latest grades can be found on the HCPC website. But as of latest, I think the IELTS, you have to make sure it's a minimum of 7 with no section under 6.5. And the OET, I believe, was B+, but do double check with the HCPC. These requirements do change and I do expect them to get stricter as time goes on. With regards to the process, and so you've now completed the mapping, you've completed all the other documentation that they've asked for, you've completed the English test. At this point now you need to pay the scrutiny fee. This is a non-refundable and it's just under £700. I think as of last month when I've checked is around £678. So make sure you've checked everything before you submit the application and before you pay your money. This is a non-refundable fee. Once you've submitted it, that's it. You'll hear back within a few weeks from the HCPC, and if you are successful, you will be added to the HCPC register. So thanks so much for watching. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Please leave any questions in the comments and I will try and get back to you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. We built Health Hire to make NHS applications so much easier, from writing your supporting information tailored for each role to practicing real interview questions with feedback. It's all here. Grab lifetime access for just £70 and start applying with confidence. Email us at info@healthhireuk.com.